Hello my friends, welcome to the last video in my declutter series. I hope that you've been enjoying these, and I am very, very thankful to trim down my collection quite a bit.
Hello, editing Jen here. Okay, so I know I'm gonna get wrecked for this video. I'm gonna get totally wrecked because I was not brutal in my decluttering. But I will tell you, spoiler ahead, but it's a good spoiler. I declutter about 45% of the products that I'm about to show you, so it is a significant declutter, but it doesn't feel that way, especially in the primer section. But I'm just letting you know that as I was editing this, I was cringing so hard so many times, like, why did I keep that? Like, what kind of stupid logic is that? But I just want to let you know, when you cringe, I'm cringing with you. All right, now back to the video.
One thing that's great about the products we're gonna be talking about today is that unless they're too old to pass on, because a lot of them will not be, dipping in and things like that, and I'm not contaminating it because there are a lot of tubes and things like that, I'm gonna be able to pass a lot of this stuff on rather than throw it completely away. Unlike the lip declutter video, which was absolutely heartbreaking for me to create, that I know I created that much waste. So we're gonna start with primers, we're gonna move to concealers and powders, and then into foundations, and then we're gonna be done. So this is my primer collection. So this is face primers and eye primers. Let's go through them. Products that I'm keeping are going over here. Products I'm throwing away are going over there. And products that I am going to try to give away are gonna go this direction. So Ofra primers, these are new. I really like these a lot. I'm keeping those. This Paula's Choice Smoothing Primer is really good. You just have to be careful to only use the tiniest amount because if you use too much, your face is just gonna feel stupidly slippy. It's terrible. So just a little bit of that, but it is a nice primer. This is the Ofra Eye Primer. It's also very good, keeping that. The CoverGirl Lid Lockup Eye Primer, fabulous, keeping that. Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion. This is old. I've been trying to work my way through it, and I am happy to say we're getting close to being gone on it. So yeah, that one and this one, they're both fabulous. I'm keeping those. Okay, another Ofra primer. This one is Northern Lights. This one is Rays of Light, and this one is Rodeo Drive, keeping all of those. Now this, I think, was gifted to me. This is the Urban Decay Brightening and Tightening Complexion Primer Potion. I haven't given this enough of a shot, so I'm gonna keep that a little bit longer. The NYX Angel Veil is fabulous. Really love that. It gives just a beautiful feel on the skin, and I do feel like it makes my makeup last longer. It reminds me a lot of the Hourglass. Love these by Ulta Beauty. The matte eye primer from Ulta Beauty is fabulous. Now, this one is the champagne one. I didn't like that one quite as much, so I'm gonna try to pass that one along. Love the Too Faced Primed and Peachy. I've got a sample and I've got a full size, so we're gonna keep those. I've been working my way through that one. I'm not sure if they still make this. This is the Ofra Silicone Primer Gel. It's actually very good. Doesn't feel silicone-y at all. It actually feels quite nice on the skin. Do I have two of the Paula's Choice ones? Oh yeah, it's the same thing. It looks like I have an old packaging and a new packaging for the Paula's Choice one. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pass along the newer one and keep the older one. Kat Von D Lock-It Primer. I haven't used this a whole lot. I bought this a while back. I'm gonna keep it and use it a little bit more just because I haven't used it enough. This is another one I haven't used a whole lot. I actually used this today and it felt very, very nice. This is the IT Cosmetics number 50 Serum Collagen Veil Anti-Aging Primer. This one I do not like. This is the Essence I Heart Color Intensifying. It creases on my eyes. I don't like that one at all. I also don't like the NYX Pore Filler. It feels very heavy on my skin and I don't feel like it does a great job. This I purchased at a Sephora VIB sale. I do think that it's overpriced for what you get, but I do like it as a primer. It's very nice, but I feel like it's just, you don't need to spend that much. I've had this for a while. This is from the crayon case, and when I first used this, I didn't like it at all because I was using too much. And what I learned is you have to just use the teeniest, tiniest little amount. I'm just gonna go ahead and pass that on. Too Faced Hangover, I'm running out of that. This is one you gotta run through because it goes bad and it starts smelling bad. And I'm finishing this one up. Not the biggest fan of the Flower in Your Prime Illuminating Primer. It's fine, but I'm just gonna pass it on. This one I love. This is the No Problem by Touch and Soul. Very nice texture. This is the Hourglass Mineral Veil, and this is one that I also really like. Feels great on the skin. Cover FX Blurring Primer. I don't really need a blurring primer, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass that on. Mirabella, oh my gosh, this is so old, this Mirabella primer. This has got to be at least 4 years old. I'm just gonna throw that away because I think that it's just really old. I've got a couple of sunscreens in here, Derma E and Julep and Ren. I'm gonna keep those. Not doing very well at decluttering right now. The Dr. Brandt Luminizing Primer. Do I really need all of these? No, but I like them, so I'm gonna keep them. I like that one too. CoverGirl True Blend, I don't need that. It's fine, but I don't need it. Cover FX Illuminating, this one's actually I think almost gone. I really love this one. I don't think they make this anymore. I'm gonna pass on this CoverGirl one too. It's fine, but I don't need it. Okay, I try to keep a setting spray. Even though I hate using setting sprays, I do try to keep one around just in case, and this is a pretty good one. So I am gonna keep it. It's a smaller size, so I don't have to worry about it taking up a ton of room. It's for a setting spray, it's not bad. This I really enjoy. This is by a brand called She Knows. It's their 24K Elixir Serum Primer. It works great, love it. Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. I use this kind of like the MAC Fix Plus. I haven't used it in a while, but there isn't really enough left to pass on, and I do like it, so I'm gonna keep it. Skinned in Navia, I'm just gonna pass this on to somebody that I think would use it more and enjoy it and love it. I don't need it. Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing, I'm gonna pass that on as well. From Molly with Love Beauty Oil. I don't need that, I'm gonna pass it on. How many Benefit Professional samples do you own? Apparently I own 3 of them. Might as well keep them and use them. I'm gonna try to use these up though. I bought this because I was like, I have to try the Farsali Gold Elixir. Like, I have to. It's so overhyped. Like, it's really not that fabulous, but I'm gonna keep it anyway. Ofra Makeup Fixer, I don't need that. I'll pass that on. This Rimmel Stay Matte Mattifying, I don't need that either. I'm gonna pass that on. The Coastal Scents Beginnings Face Primer. This is actually a really nice silicone-based face primer. It's too old to pass on, so I'm just gonna keep it. This Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden is fabulous. I lost it for the longest time and I found it as I was packing. So yeah, really excited to have this back in my life. The Ordinary's Primer is actually really good. I like it a lot, I'm gonna keep it. Mira Ness, I think this one's really old. I did really love this a lot. It's a fabulous eye primer. If you get a chance to purchase this, I definitely recommend it. Is it that much better than anything else on the market? No, I don't think it's worth the price, but if you can find it on sale or if you just really wanna try it and it's beautiful packaging, I definitely recommend it, but I'm gonna throw it away because it's old. I don't know where I got this from, VDL Lumilaire Primer. I'm gonna keep it and try it because I don't remember it. The e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer, I'm gonna go ahead and pass on. The Step 1 Eye Primer from Coastal Scents. I know this is relatively old in my collection, but it is a very nice eye primer. I'm gonna keep it. Now on to some glitter glues, the ABH Glitter Adhesive. It's really liquidy. It's kind of hard to work with. I don't really like it a whole lot, but I'm gonna keep it and keep trying it. Just, well, I'm gonna pass it on. I honestly don't like this stuff. I do really like the one from Lit though. I don't like the packaging of it, but I'm going to, this one works so much better, so I'm gonna keep that one. This is a sample of the Hourglass Mineral Veil. Let me see what yeah, it's got a doe foot. I'm sure I've slathered this on my eyes, so I'm gonna keep that. Smashbox Photo Finish Radiant Sample. I'm just gonna pass these on. They're pretty full, I don't need them. Same thing with the Makeup Forever Step 1 and this Flash Radiant Primer from IPKN. I don't know, maybe I'll try this just because I think it just got thrown in my drawer and I never used it. Another glitter glue from NYX, super fab, definitely keeping that. Also the Shadow Insurance glitter glue from Too Faced, super fab, keeping that. We're down to the nitty gritty here. Oh, that goes over here. Too Faced Shadow Insurance and the Too Faced Hangover Face Primer. I don't think there's enough in here to pass these on because I think they're both pretty used, so I'm gonna keep those and try to use those up soon. This is a Cover FX sunscreen. I know I'm never gonna reach for this. I'm gonna grab my bigger tubes of sunscreen, so I'll pass that on. Little Things of the MAC Prep and Prime and another Makeup Forever Step 1. I'm gonna pass those on. Cover FX Blurring Primer, passing that on. I actually really like this. I got this, I think, in a BoxyCharm. The Emmet Makeup Diamond Heart Base Primer. It's very nice, I'm keeping that. The Line Smoother from Amazing Cosmetics. This is a really nice product, I'm keeping that. And Becca's Skin Love, I haven't tried that, but I really want to, so I got lost in my drawer. So we'll keep that. And then the Pure Correcting Primer, I don't think there's enough in here to pass on, and it's pretty nice. I'll keep that as well. And then finally, this one from Make. This is the Moonlight Primer, and I haven't tried that, so we'll keep it. And I'll try to move those small sample-y ones. I'll try to move those to the front and use them up and get rid of them out of my collection. So I didn't do great on this. We're throwing away 2 old products. Those are the products that I'm going to give on to a good home. Okay, I need to get rid of some of these. This is ridiculous. Okay, I'm getting rid of this one. Even though it's nice, I'm getting rid of it. I don't need all this. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I don't need it. Kat Von D, I'm gonna get rid of that. First Sally, I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it in my life. I think that's a little bit more reasonable. I feel better now. That's still a lot of primers. I really don't need that many primers, but oh, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of this one too. Okay, Now that's still a lot of primers, but no, you know what? I want to use that. No, I'm not getting rid of it. All right, that's it. That's my declutter. All right, let's move on to other face products. All right, and now we have face powders and concealers. Okay, so let's start with easy ones. This is really old. It's nasty. It's getting thrown away. All right, this I used to love. This is a K-Beauty product. I almost hit pan, but this is years and years and years old. I don't need that anymore. That's gonna have to get thrown away. Powders that I know I'm definitely keeping. Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Love that. The Too Faced Born This Way, love that. This was a Bare Minerals limited edition jar of the original Mineral Veil. Love that. Cover Effects, this is fantastic. This is the Perfect Setting Powder. It's wonderful. Beauty Bakery Flower Setting Powder, awesome. Do I really need all of these? No, I don't need them, but I love them all dearly. Too Faced Peach Perfect, love that as well, keeping that. I'm not a huge fan of the Coty Airspun. I'm gonna go ahead and pass that on. I like the other ones better. This one is probably pretty old. I forget when I did this video, but I'm gonna just throw that away. The Wowder Setting Powder, also fantastic. That makes my setting powders up to 7. The Nakia Joy one makes my setting powders up to 8. Do not need all of them, but I love them, so I'm not getting rid of them. All right, e.l.f. HD Mattifying Bomb. See how much I use that. Someone else might want this. I don't think it's a bad product, just I don't really need a mattifying balm. That's not my bag. I don't really need it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it along to somebody. Charlotte Tilbury, this powder I just purchased for a video and I love it. I'm definitely keeping that. This Milani powder is fabulous. This one is the one in medium. It's the Multitasker face powder. It is wonderful, keeping that. Rimmel Stay Matte has been a staple in my collection since I started my channel. It is super fab. Doesn't smell weird or anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that, but I have a feeling this is on its way out. It's relatively old in my collection. This Tarte one, this is the Smooth Operator. I think that one's old. I'm gonna have to throw that away, unfortunately. It Cosmetic CC Airbrush Perfecting Powder, another really good product. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. It smells fine, but it's kind of too old to pass along. The Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. I don't think I ever even used this. I don't need it, so I'm gonna pass it on. Besame. Do I need a 9th loose setting powder? I think I might. This is the one that smells like vanilla. It's in translucent. It's too old to pass along, but I'm gonna keep it. The Photo Balm by The Balm, another great product, keeping that. The Morphe one, I don't need this. I have so many other things, and I know if I have the choice of these other ones and the Morphe one, I'm not gonna pick Morphe. I'm gonna pass that along. The Pure one is fantastic. This is the 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Makeup. It's a wonderful, wonderful product. I'm keeping that. The Candy Johnson Banana Pudding Powder. I bought this because I love Candy Johnson. I don't love this product though. I'm gonna go ahead and pass that on. This Bare Minerals one, let's see. It's quite used. Smells a little weird. I'm gonna throw that away. This was at the very back of the drawer. I forgot I even had this. This is the Invisible Light by Bare Minerals. I'm gonna keep that and actually use it. I don't think I've ever used this. I actually looked at it and thought it was Hourglass. Doesn't it kind of look hourglassy? I don't know. I'm gonna keep it. Here's my other Ulta Nude Matte Eye Primer. This one's almost out. This is the old packaging. I'm gonna try to use that up. This was supposed to be in the other drawer, but you know. Ended up in this drawer somehow. This Time Balm by The Balm, their concealer is fabulous, but this is, oh, it is so old. This is gonna have to go in the trash. Ew. This is by Blackbird Cosmetics, and this was gifted to me by a friend, and I think it got lost. I forgot to use it. This is their Violet Magic Trick Super Powder. I wanna use that. A little MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. That I like to use to increase the pigmentation of eyeshadows, just like the one that I showed you from Makeup Forever. I'm definitely gonna keep that. I don't know what the deal is with this. Sea Salt Solutions Mattifying Healing Dust by Clarisy. Looks like it's very oil absorbing, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass this on. Setting Spray by L'Oreal. I don't need that in my life. Move that on. This is the Jouer Glistening and Brightening Powder. Do I need a 10th loose setting powder? Oh yeah, I remember why I didn't like this. It's got glitter in it. I'm gonna pass that on. This is really, really old. This is a Bare Minerals. I thought I was out of this. I didn't think this still existed. I got this in a Bare Minerals mystery box years and years ago. It's a fantastic concealer. It is a powder concealer, which is the only powder concealer I've ever tried. It's in the shade Summer Bisque, and it's very nice, but it's very, very, very old. I'm gonna have to throw that away. This NYX Dark Circle Concealer, this is really old as well, but it's a really nice product. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it away though because it's very old. Oh wow, the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I forgot that I had this. This is the Brush on Glow BB Highlighter. This is really old. I'm gonna have to throw that away. Some easy keeps for concealer, the Liquid Coverage Concealer by Pacifica, fabulous. This is pretty much gone. This is the one from ColourPop. It has been well loved. I think that we're empty enough on that. That's gonna go in the trash. One that I love, Mega Conceal by Makeup Obsession, fabulous concealer. Bye Bye Under Eye by IT Cosmetics. It's really, really potent. You just have to be really careful to not use too much because it will go into my fine lines like crazy. It'll cake up. It's terrible if you use too much, but I do like it, so I'm gonna keep that. Tarte Shape Tape, we'll keep that. Cake Face Concealer by Beauty Bakery. I used this a couple of times and it dries way too fast and it makes it very difficult to work with. I think I've only used it maybe 3 times. It still smells good. I don't know, it's probably at least a year old. I think I'm gonna throw it away instead of passing it on just because I don't want someone else to get my bacteria, so that makes me sad. I do really like the Born This Way concealer. It's a nice concealer. Is it my favorite in the world? No, but I will definitely use it. This Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination. This one's a really nice one as well, but you have to follow the same rules as the other one and only use a tiny bit. I do really like this. I know some people feel like it cakes up on them. I'm doing all right with it. This is Vanilla in the Nars Radiant Concealer. I like the Nars Radiant Concealer. I just have to go really light on it. This is another fantastic one by Flower Beauty. This is the Light Illusion Concealer. It's fabulous. This is really old. I got this in a trade with Victoria Donelda, who doesn't make videos anymore, but I love her. We did a $20 makeup challenge trade and she sent this to me, and this has been a staple in my collection for a long time by Hard Candy, the Glamouflage Light, but it is so old I'm gonna have to throw it away, but this has been well loved. I remember when I bought this at Sephora. I was on Periscope when I bought this, and one of my subscribers named Gail suggested that I get this, and I did really like it for a while, but I realized it's really not enough coverage for what I'm looking for, and it is quite old, so I'm gonna throw that away. I'm still trying the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover. This was sent to me in PR. It's fine. You know, it's pretty good. I'm gonna keep it. I do like it. Another one that I like but don't love, Conceal and Define by Makeup Revolution. I'm gonna keep it though. Don't really like this one a whole lot, the Naked Skin one, for the same reason that I didn't really like the Sephora one, just not enough coverage. I mean, it's naked skin, I don't know what I expected. Amazing Cosmetics, Amazing Concealer, super, super creasy. It's a good concealer if you wanna really, really conceal, maybe spot concealing blemishes, discoloration, things like that, but it's a little too intense for me. And it's kinda old, so I'm gonna have to throw that away. Here's another Makeup Revolution. They sent me this whole line, so I have 2 different shades of it. And here's another of the Born This Way. So I have Almond, and then I also have Vanilla. So I'm gonna keep both of those. I'm not doing great on my declutter of these. Random Dirty Sponge, that's getting thrown in the trash. The Doll 10 one is fabulous. This one is in the shade Light, and I really like that one. We're getting down to ones that I'm not really sure about. I'm pretty sure I like the Cover FX one. This is really fun. This is the Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas. This is really fun to play with. You just have to put on the teeniest, tiniest little amount, but it works great. I love that one. I can't remember about the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer, and because of the type of packaging, I think I'm going to go ahead and pass that on. I don't think it's very old. Essence Say No to Dark Circles. I think this is relatively new in my collection. I don't need it. I'm gonna pass it on. Another one I'm gonna pass on, the Hey Honey Trick and Treat. Well, oh, I have 2 of them. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep the small one. Are they the same size? Oh, they're both the same size. They're just different packaging. I'm gonna keep one, and then I'm gonna pass the other one on. The Morphe White Concealer, I'm gonna keep that as well. It kind of does the same thing as the one that I showed you from Makeup Revolution. I like it. Note BB Concealer. I don't remember whether I like that or not, to be honest. It's got the little cooling wand thing here. It's very dirty. I've definitely used it. Man, I'm not really decluttering much, am I? I'm not doing a great job. I don't think it's very old, but I don't feel comfortable passing it on, so I'm just gonna keep it. The Julep one, this is the Cushion Complexion. It's very nice. It smells a little funky. I'm gonna have to throw it away. This is, I believe, Amazing Cosmetics too. Yeah, this is Amazing Cosmetics. This is the solid one. I do like this better than the liquid one. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. I don't know how old it is. I don't feel comfortable passing it on. RMS Beauty's Master Mixer. This is kind of an eye base. I've barely used it. I'm just gonna go ahead and pass it on because I think someone else could enjoy it more. It's very nice, but I don't really need it in my life. Flawless Concealer. I must have gotten this in a subscription box. EvelynNona.com. I'm just gonna throw that away. I don't need that in my life. Okay, I didn't do great. I didn't do great on this one. So just like with the lip product video, for the ones I'm throwing away, I'm gonna try to clean up some of these and send them over to TerraCycle, but a lot of these unfortunately are gonna end up going into landfill because I can't clean out things to the level that TerraCycle needs things to be clean in order for them to be recycled, unfortunately. So these are most likely gonna get thrown in the trash, and I hate that. I hate myself for it, and I'm gonna try very hard not to do that ever again. Here are the products I'm gonna be passing along right here. I feel like they're a nice selection. I'm hoping someone will get good use out of them. And then here are all of the face powders and concealers that I'm gonna be keeping. I know that it's too much for one human, but I like them. And I either purchased them or got them one way or another, and I'm not gonna get rid of something that I genuinely like and will use. So I'm going to keep all of this, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it. All right, are you ready for foundations? It's coming up right now. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, this is really old. This is LA Splashes. I don't know, it was like a cosmetic, I don't know, like a makeup ball. It still smells okay, but I never reach for this and it's too old to pass along. So we'll roll that one that way. Other ones easy to get rid of. Let's see, I want to tell you about that one. These are the Aqua Petit Jelly Foundations from Holika Holika. I got these for my What Decay Korean Beauty series. They really weren't very good. I didn't like them very much, and I'm not going to pass them on because they're old. The Fenty Beauty Foundation, I really don't like this, unfortunately. This is the shade 150. It just looks dry on my skin. It just doesn't, I mean, I know I could add stuff to it to make it better, but if I have foundations that do I like better, I'm just not going to reach for this to doctor it up. So I'd rather give it a better home and pass it along. Revlon Youth Effects, I think this is pretty old. I didn't really like it very much. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that away. The Flower Beauty Light Illusion, this is a fabulous foundation. I'm keeping that. This is in the shade, I keep forgetting to give you shades of stuff. This is in Ivory L2. It's very nice. So I tried the Kosas Tinted Face Oil. I didn't really like it very much, and then Kosas sent me some different shades to see if I would like those better, and I honestly don't really like them. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to pass these along. You have to, the good thing about these is they have great skincare in them. The bad thing is they break up on my face really bad, and I don't know why. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to pass these on. So one was purchased, one was PR. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Foundation, I really like this a lot. I'm gonna keep that. I have 220N. Born This Way, whoa. That is way too dark for me. How in the world did I end up with that? Like, that's like, is that even my tan shade? That looks really, really dark. What is going on there? I don't know why I have that. I'm gonna try to pass that on. I don't think that it's very old. I've definitely used it, but that's really dark. Like, what? Doesn't that look super dark? I don't know what I was thinking with that, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to pass that on. Maybe that was the shade I got for like summertime or something. I don't know. Okay, speaking of summertime, I wanna tell you the story behind this. This is the Catrice Liquid Coverage Foundation. I got this because it is nearly identical in formula to the Fenty foundation, so people were having trouble finding their shade when Fenty was launched. So I had this genius idea that I was gonna show you that what you could do is you could use this Catrice foundation that they make in like 4 different shades, and then you can use the lightening and darkening drops to make any shade of Fenty that you wanted to. And then I just decided that that was a bad idea, so I just never made it. And I really didn't like the Catrice foundation, just like I don't really like the Fenty. It's got a really weird smell, if I remember right. Yeah, it's just got a really weird, like, chemically smell. I just didn't like it, so I'm gonna get rid of that too. I am actually gonna keep the lightening and darkening drops though, because I actually ended up really liking these a lot. They work great for that specific purpose. It's like a neutral dark color, a neutral light color, and it's very helpful, and I like it a lot. This I got as like a bonus in an Ipsy bag or something, and I love this stuff. This is by a brand called Clay. It's a Radiant Skin CC cream, and it's one of those color changing ones. I know it looks kind of gross there, but I still use this all the time. So it comes out like a white color, and then when you rub it in, it turns into like a really nice light to medium coverage, which is my preference, is like light to medium at the very most. I don't really like full coverage foundations. So this one is fabulous. Really, really like the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made. This was in PR. This is the shade M15, which is what I ended up strangely picking for myself as a medium shade, but it works great for me. This is the closest shade in the Born This Way that I can get. It's the shade Vanilla. It still doesn't match me very well, but it's as close as I can get for me, at least that I've been able to find. I'm gonna keep it. It's getting old. I got this at a different time than I got this one. I got this one first, so I'm gonna keep this just a little bit longer and then probably throw it away. I got this year from Tarte. This is the Rainforest of the Sea foundation in the shade Light Neutral. I love this stuff. Beautiful, beautiful finish on the skin. Absolutely love it. Another one that I like, but it is kind of gray toned, is this Perfect Cover BB Cream by Misha. It's a K-Beauty product. It's just a little bit gray, so sometimes I'll add it to other foundations and things. Since this is like a light to medium coverage, maybe I'll mix it with something like the Born This Way or the CoverGirl to kind of make those a little less intense. So yeah, it works out pretty well. I really like that. I also really like the Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. I also have the shade Vanilla. For some reason, this vanilla works better for me than the other vanilla. Really weird that they have different shades. The shade name's the same, but the colors are different. It's super weird. This is one of my favorites. This is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This is actually what I'm wearing today. Love, love, love this stuff. I have the shade Blush, just a really nice light coverage. Beautiful. This is the Fiona Styles foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and pass that on. I don't think it's very old. I'm gonna clean these up, of course, before I pass them on. I don't think it's very old, and I did like it. I don't need it. The Nars foundation, I bought this because everybody told me how amazing it was. It's a little too full coverage for me, but I feel like I should have like one full coverage foundation. This is in the shade Vienna, and I'm just gonna keep it. This is a different shade. This is L40 of the CoverGirl True Blend. I'm gonna keep that too. I do like this formula. Well, you know what? I don't need it. The M15 fits me better than this one. I might as well just pass this one on. Pacifica foundation, fabulous. Another wonderful find that I found this year. This is the shade Natural Light, love it. The Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation, I ended up getting this in one of those Tarte mystery bags, and I used it like once. I honestly don't even remember what it's like, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. This was a wonderful find that I found a couple of years ago. It's almost gone. I'm trying to use it up, the Ulta Demi Matte Foundation. Really nice medium. You can build it up to full coverage. It's a really nice foundation, just hiding over at Ulta. I don't know if they still make it because Ulta sometimes discontinues things for random reasons, but I really like that a lot. I also really love the e.l.f. foundation stick. This is a fantastic foundation stick. I only found one other foundation stick that I like as much as this, but they don't make very many shades of it. I know at one point it looked like they were discontinuing it, but I think that it came back. I'm pretty sure it did. The only other foundation stick I like as much as the e.l.f. is the Milk Makeup foundation stick. I like the Milk Makeup just a little bit better, but they're very comparable as far as how they perform on the skin. The Milk Makeup one, this one is in the shade Shell. I did get this one in PR and I really like it. It got lost in my drawer, so I haven't used it a ton since I got it, but I do really like it. This is really old. This is the Maybelline Dream Velvet in Sandy Beige. I really like it a lot, but I think it's too old to keep. I'm gonna have to throw it away. I got this for my K-Beauty series as well. This is almost gone. This is Sweet Cotton Pore Cover BB Cream by Holika Holika, and this one has a really nice sweet scent to it, which at the time I really, really liked. I'm almost out of it, so I'm gonna use this up and then throw it away. L'Oreal Pro Infallible Pro Matte. This is 103. It's really old. I'm gonna have to throw it away. Another one really old is Time Balm by The Balm. I really don't like this stick foundation by Revolution. They sent me this whole line and I really didn't like it. I'm gonna try to pass that along because they could just chop the top off. You know, I got this, I think, with Birchbox points or something, and I haven't really used it a whole lot. So this is the Benefit Hello Happy in the shade 3. I'm gonna keep it and try it some more. This was given to me by a friend of mine that this was the wrong shade for her. She got a bunch in PR and I didn't get it in PR, so she sent this to me. So this is the Full Spectrum CoverGirl Matte Ambition. It is way, way, way too pigmented for me. It's too full coverage, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass that on. This was like a sample that I got from a company and it's really old. Sexy Mama Anti-Shine Translucent Powder. I forgot this even existed. It's in the wrong drawer, but now it's refound. I'm gonna keep it. Oh, I got the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This was like their cushion foundation. It was awful. Did not like it. It is not like the regular Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'm getting rid of that. I'm just gonna throw it away. This is a Laura Geller Baked and Brightened foundation in medium. I haven't used this in forever, but I really like it, so I'm gonna keep it. I also really like this. I think this is discontinued, the Cocoa Powder Foundation by Too Faced. I love that. It's almost gone. I've almost actually hit pan on something, but it still smells like cocoa powder. It still smells good, so I'm gonna keep it. The La Mer foundation, I will probably never throw this away, even if it goes bad. I will probably still use it because it was so expensive, but it is a beautiful foundation, I have to admit. It's beautiful. Okay, this is by a brand called Skin. I didn't like this a lot. It smells kind of weird at this point. I'm gonna have to throw that away. This one I hated. This is by The Balm. This is the Even Steven foundation. It is one of the worst foundations I've ever seen. Like straight cake face. Like it looked like someone else's skin was on my skin. It is awful. It's probably one of the worst foundations I've ever used. Did I get these from Derma E? I think I got these from Derma E, and I honestly can't remember. I think I liked it. But I don't want to tell you that I liked it when I really, honestly, I'm trying to remember and I can't remember. I have Fair and Light. I'm going to keep those. This is the Buildable Blur CC Cream by Thrive. It's a fantastic product. This is in the shade Light. I love it. That was given to me by a friend. The Unique Foundation, I did not like this very much. And this is old, so I'm throwing that away. This is a fantastic BB cream. This is by Pure Lisse. Yeah, it doesn't seem to say the name of the shade on here, which is really weird, but if you're looking for a BB cream and you're of a lighter skin tone, this is great. It is made in Korea. It's mostly lighter shades, which is really sad because it's a fabulous product, and I hope that they end up releasing more shades. The NYX Total Control foundation, I didn't like that at all. It was a weird, weird product. I'm passing that along. The No. 7 Airbrush Away, I really like this. I forgot I even had this. Let me see if it's even still good. Probably isn't. Yeah, it smells kind of makeup-y, like my mom's old Avon drawer. I'm gonna throw that away. This is from Ulta Beauty. This is the Foundation Adjusting Drops. I was kind of into that. I saved some. I don't need this, and I do think it's pretty old, so I'm gonna throw it away. It Cosmetics CC Cream. This is the shade Medium. I'm gonna keep it. It's fine. I'm gonna keep it. The Revolution Conceal and Define. This is the full coverage foundation. I really didn't like this very much either. They sent me the whole line and I really didn't like it, so I'm gonna pass that along. This is the Foundation Adjusting Drops. Yeah, these are really old. I'm gonna have to throw that away. This is a powder foundation. It's like a little sample of it. I don't know how old it is. I'm gonna get rid of it. The Doll 10 foundation is very, very nice. I use the shade Light. Again, I think their shade range is pretty awful if I remember correctly, but I do like it. It's a nice light to medium coverage. And then a couple of sampley guys here. This is Advanced Real Medicine. No. That's weird. Advanced Real Moisture Liquid Foundation by Touch in Soul. I don't think I've used this. It's a sample I've never used. Here's another sample I've never used. The Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Full Coverage Foundation. We'll keep that. And this Makeup Forever one. This is the Ultra HD in 117, which is Y225. And I don't know how old this is, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep it. Okay, I didn't do great there either. I did okay. I did okay. All right, let me show you what I did. Some of these are gonna be pretty easy to send to TerraCycle, so these are gonna be, like these, I should be able to clean out real easily. So some of this I'll be able to send to TerraCycle, some of it I'm gonna have to throw in for landfill like this. There's no way I'm gonna be able to clean this out. I mean, with this kind of packaging, there's just no stinking way. So, you know, I'll clean out the ones that I can, and the ones that I can't, I will, I'll throw away, unfortunately. Those are the ones that I'm gonna be passing on to people in my life. Hopefully they'll get a good home. And these are the ones that I'm keeping. I've trimmed down quite a bit. I'm really looking forward to being able to open and close that drawer because that drawer got real, real full. Do I need any more foundations anytime soon? Absolutely not. The only reason why I'll buy a foundation is if something is really, really hyped up and you all want my opinion on it. But I mean, I'm not buying any makeup anytime soon unless it's specifically for review, which has kind of been my purchasing policy over the past couple of years, is really trying hard not to buy anything that isn't for review. So there's my foundation collection now. All right. Hi, it's me. Decluttering series is done. Thank you so much for watching it. I'll have all the links to the previous declutter videos down below. I hope that you loved this series of videos. At this point, I haven't uploaded any of them yet. I haven't moved yet. By the time this goes up, I'll have way moved. So I hope that you all have been loving these. And please let me know what you think about the things that I saved, the things that I decluttered. What do you think of these products? I'd love to know down in the comments below. If you're not already subscribed, you can subscribe before you go. Or if you'd like to hang out a little longer, YouTube should be recommending a video. I think it's like over there somewhere maybe for you to watch to hang out a little bit longer. But if it's time for you to go for your day, it's no problem at all. Thanks for hanging out as long as you did, and mad love to you. And thank you to my chiropractor, because without my chiropractor, Dr. Jake, this video never would have happened because I was having head and neck problems, and there's no way I would have been able to do this without Dr. Jake. So shout out to Dr. Jake for fixing my head and my neck. I love you so much. And thank you again so much for watching. Mad love to you, and I'll see you in a video very, very soon. Bye!